using Windows XP from 2001 and 2025. So I burned Windows XP ISO onto a CD, and we'll use that CD to install Windows XP on this computer without any patches. Now this computer has an AMD Phenom 2 XX 1090T, 8 gigs of DDR2 800 MHz, a GTX 750 Ti, and of course an IDE hard disk, an IDE optical drive, which for the sake of us installing Windows XP on this computer, it's really all we need. So yeah, anyways, I turned on my computer, pressed F8, and then inserted the CD onto my IDE DVD drive, and then booted into the Windows installation, which looks pretty simple, and honestly, if you know what you're doing, it's not that different from modern Windows setup or installation setup. And really, there's not much I can talk about here in terms of the installation process other than make sure you're formatting the right hard disk, as always. It's the same thing with modern Windows when you install it, and it's the same thing with Windows XP. And there, we're installing Windows XP, and I sped up this part, so that's why it's fast. But yeah, after getting through this whole Windows XP installation setup and finally getting into the desktop, I had to install drivers, which took a very long time compared to the installation of this operating system. But yeah, anyways, after installing the drivers, I thought to myself, well, let's game on Windows XP, which went as good as you would expect. No patches and no fixes needed, which is pretty impressive. And if you were wondering, yes, we can still surf the web. Thanks to community, we have Supremium, which is a modified version of Modern Chrome that you can use on Windows XP, including Vista and 7. But yeah, that was me using Windows XP in 2025. It is still usable today. However, XP's support ended back in 2014, and nowadays, softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro or Steam just won't work. But if you wanted to play an old game, or if you wanted to run some old softwares, Windows XP is good. I mean, of course, if it came out during the time when XP was a thing. But if it was nearer than XP, well, it might work, but then I would say just use Windows Vista or Windows 7 or even Windows 8. Anyways though, that was me using Windows XP in 2025. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.